Hello and peace of the Lord be with you all. I will want to respond to this video of Ali Dawah. Now look at it here. Now look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. He said, be quiet. Be quiet. Israel warns Arab leaders. Now look at the title. Remain silent or else. Message to Arab leaders. Now this is what the Prime Minister of Israel, this is the Prime Minister of Israel warning Arab leaders. So now let's play the video and see.
المطلوب الصمت فيما يتعلق بزعماء الدول العربية الذين
allow us to see the day that happens.
Our calls for a ceasefire.
This earth, this Satan,
Calls for
the filthy brothers and sisters and their friends, the filthy dirtbag of this earth, this Satan.
calls for a ceasefire. Our calls for Israel to surrender to Hamas.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroy him into pieces. And may Allah allow us to see the day that happens.
May Allah destroy him. Abdul, you just reminded me of your God Allah. You are saying may Allah, and Allah is also saying may Allah. Let's see your God also saying may Allah. This is not just one verse. There are many verses. Here it said, may Allah forgive you. Did you get it? May Allah. So here you are busy saying may Allah, and Allah is also saying may Allah. Okay, Allah made a verse saying may Allah forgive the sin of Muhammad, right? Okay.
Here's a video of his message to the Arab leaders.
المطلوب الصمت فيما يتعلق بزعماء الدول.
Now let's see the translation here according to Ali Dawah. I say to the Arab leaders, if you want to preserve your interest, you must do one thing: remain silent. Remain what? Silent. Let's continue.
الدول العربية الذين يقلقون من أجل مستقبلهم ومستقبل الشرق الأوسط، أقول لهم شيء واحد: أنتم عليكم الالتزام والوقوف ضد حماس.
So guys, as you can see, subhanAllah, if you want to keep your interests, things that benefit you, remain silent. Now on this matter, obviously I have to be fair. In Islam, to wage war, to boycott, not to boycott, these are under the, obviously, the decision of the rulers. Of course, there should be things that's done. And we know from the evidence, holds my blood. And that, yes, the Arab leaders, sadly, said, nations are going to come together. And when they asked him, oh, Messenger of Allah, why? Because Allah is going to take out the fear of your enemies that they have towards you and going to place the love of the dunya. And that's exactly, brother and sister, situation. From our leaders to ourselves, we are too busy with our wants and our gains and what benefits us. We will go to a Palestine protest. We will miss Salah. We'll go to a Palestine protest, but we will not boycott Coca-Cola. Sacrificing from our wealth? Are we genuinely sacrificing from things that we want? Question yourself this. Wallahi, question yourself this. Do we really care about our brothers and sisters? This is the same goes for me. Do we wake up at tahajjud? Do we make dua for them? Pertaining to the Palestinian brothers and sisters, wallahi, we have oppressed them. We haven't done enough. Going to the protests is not enough. Wallahi, we haven't boycotted our sins. We don't even know what Tawheed is properly. We neglect our relation with the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We violate that. And if they are corrupt, munafiqeen, his end will come and we will live to see it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. We can say, and inshallah, this Iblis Satan, his munafiqeen, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroy them. The Arab leaders, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide them, and if they are corrupt, munafiqeen, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroy them.
Abdul, the Arab leaders can't do anything. Your God himself cannot do anything. I assure you this, your God himself cannot do anything. Let's finish the video first.
That's all we can say, and inshallah, this Iblis Satan, his end will come, and we will live to see it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Your God himself cannot do anything. Now let's go and see Hamas, your Muslim terrorist organization. I have been telling you Muslims, stop creating terrorist organizations. Let's go and see the Palestinians, You see, we are not happy killing the Palestinians, innocent Palestinians. But let's see what the Palestinians did on October 7th and tell me if you condemn it. You son of Muta. Now, this is the Palestinians celebrating what? October 7th. Killing of innocent Israeli children and women, and also kidnapping Israelis. Let's watch.
يا خيبتي الله اكبر ايوه روح يا شباب هجموا نزل.
Now you see, this is what the Palestinians celebrating the attack on Israel. Now, is it possible that Allah made it appear to them, because Allah for sure is good in cloning? Is it possible that Allah made it appear to Hamas that the Israelites, the Israelite army are small, or they are few? Is it possible? This is now when Allah made it look, showed to Muhammad in a dream that his enemies are what? Few. And he also showed to the enemies that the Muhammadans are also few. Now let's see. Surah 8:43. When Allah showed them to you as few in your dream. If he had showed them to you as many, you will surely have been discouraged, and you surely have disputed in making a decision. You see this? So Allah made it to appear to Muhammad himself that the enemies are what? Few. And to the enemies also, he made it appear to them that the Muhammadans are few. And this is exactly what Allah did to Hamas. Now Hamas have brought the anger of Israel on themselves. And in fact, Hamas have brought the anger of Israel on Allah and all the Muhammadans. Now all the Muslim countries have no idea what to do. They can't do anything. I assure you that if the Muslims had power, they could have what? Launched attack on what? On Israel immediately. But because they know that they are powerless, and if no matter how they cause, may Allah cause you, may Allah do this, it don't work, Mr. Abdul. It will not work. Your Allah have no power to do anything. He can't do anything. Now, here we can see that Allah made it to appear to Muhammad that they are few, and this is the same thing he did to what? To Hamas. Let's see what Ibn Kathir said. Allah made each group look few in the eye of the other. Did you see what Ibn Kathir said? Each group look few. So what is all this deception for? Now also, it didn't stop there. Even in the Jannah of the Muslims, it's all about deception. Allah will give you food that resemble the other food. I think he don't have enough food, unlike the way we have in the earth here. You have different kind of varieties of food. Do I have to complain that, oh, I've eaten this before, I've eaten this? This is the same thing Muslims will be doing in Jannah. Let's go and see. Look at it. Surah 8, Surah 2:25. Every time they will be provided with a fruit, they will say, "This is what we were provided with before," and they will be given things in resemblance. So, now in Jannah, I will be suffering. No, I've eaten this yesterday. I've done this. Why not give me the varieties? Let me eat them. Why deceiving me all the time? Making a food to resemble another food which I've already eaten. Moreover, this is a fiction story of Muhammad. Heaven is not a place, paradise is not a place for eating and drinking. It's a place where we have relationship with God, where we have a relationship with our Creator, our Father. It's not a place where you go and start eating and start. It's not a hotel in general. It is not a hotel like the Muslims take it. It's not a hotel where you see women, you sleep with women as you want. That is not heaven for you. That is something else Muhammad was promising his illiterate pagan people. Do you get it? That is not heaven. So let's continue. To prove to you that Allah could not do anything, I will just go through a few verses. Let's prove to you that Allah could not do anything. He don't have power to do anything. It's just an idol that the Arab pagans worship. And it's unfortunate that many Muslims have no idea what they are worshipping. They believe that this thing they are following is true. But let's go through and see. Now, when the Arab pagans challenged Allah, and when they said, if this is indeed the truth from you, right? They are challenging Allah or asking Allah, if this is the truth from you, then rain down stones on us from the sky, or bring on us a painful torment. You see, this is a very big challenge, and it will be very easy for Allah to prove it, because now they gave Allah the condition and Allah failed. Now, what is the reply Muhammad gave them? Look at the verse Muhammad made. And Allah will not punish them while you are among them, nor will he punish them while they seek forgiveness. Which forgiveness, Abdul? Which forgiveness? They are asking for what? Send down what? Stones from heaven, from us, from the sky, onto us. Or send down what? Painful torments. Now Muhammad had to make this verse. See, and Allah will not punish them while you are what? Among them. What an excuse. What an excuse. Nor will he punish them while they seek forgiveness. Which forgiveness do they seek? They are challenging you and you are saying they seek forgiveness. What are you talking about? Now, they also challenge Muhammad or Allah, both of them. They are powerless. They challenge Allah to what? To bring down angels. You see? Let's go and see what the Quran said. Moreover, there is no single challenge that was given to Allah that he was able to do. He cannot do anything. He don't have power to do anything. There is no single challenge that was given to him that he was able to do. He is just what? That's why the Arab, I will come to there. Now let's see here. Now, okay, now look at it. Allah is a God that is good in what? Repeating stories that he had. And they say, "O you, to whom the Quran had been sent down, verily you are a madman." Now look how they called Muhammad. You are a madman, right? Now look at the challenge they gave him. Why do you not bring angels to us if you are what? Of the truthful ones? Remember I told you that what? I told you that there is no single challenge that was given to Allah and he was able to do. He just good in what? Repeating stories he had. And remember, when I say Allah, I'm not I'm just referring to Muhammad, because Muslims believe Allah revealed the Quran to Muhammad. So I'm just referring to Muhammad as he copies stories and hears stories up and down, repeat them, fabricate some of them, and claim Allah told him. And Muhammad was not the first, he was not the only person to claim to be a prophet from Allah. So Allah is what? A pagan idol that the Arabs worship. It was a pagan idol. So, and you see, the what? The what? What happened here? The challenge for what? Allah to bring what? Angels. And this is a very simple thing to do. This is a very simple thing to do. You remember when, like for example, when the followers of Moses in the Quran, when someone was killed, Allah was able to what? Give them a command on how to what? Bring back the person to life, right? And the person came back to life and informed them who killed what? Him. When also another story, when the disciples of Jesus, that is Isa, that is not the true Jesus though in the Quran, when he was asked to bring down food from heaven, what did he do? He bring down a table of food. He prayed to Allah. According to the Muslims, he prayed to Allah and Allah sent down a table of food. But in the case of Muhammad, and that's why Allah is only what? Repeating stories. And that's why the Arabs saying that this is what? This is just stories of the ancient time. If we wish, we can say the same thing. Because they know he just repeating stories he had from places. He add stories to them, he add one or two things to them, and claim he received revelation. And I strongly believe that Muhammad was saying the truth, because he was actually possessed. He was actually demon possessed, and he deeply thought in his mind that he was receiving a revelation from God. We know that demons can possess humans. We know that demons can possess humans, and in that situation, someone can think that it is God that is giving him revelation. So, large part of the Quran, Muhammad must have received it from Namus. Other part of the Quran, he had and repeated them. And other parts are just words of, like I said, he repeated them, words of people which he repeat them. So there's nothing there. Also, Allah threatened the Christians that if they do not believe, he will turn their necks, right? Just like he punished what? The Jews. Let's go and see what the Quran said. Oh, you who have been given the scripture, right? The Jews and Christians, believe in what we have revealed to whatever, confirming what is what with you before we efface faces by making them like the back of necks. Efface faces, right? Necks without nose, and turn them inwards, or curse them as we curse the Sabbath breakers. You see, the Muslims try to deceive us that this place is talking about the day of judgment. It's a lie, because the Sabbath breakers, Allah punished them immediately. He say, as we punished, right? Turn them as we caused the Sabbath breakers. So the Sabbath breakers broke the Sabbath, and what happened? Allah caused them, right? He turned them to monkeys and whatever. And for us, Allah threatened us, and He could not do anything. And that is why we say that Allah cannot do anything. Now let me show you something. And that is why even the Quran confirmed that people are scared of Muhammad and his terrorist gang even more than what? Allah. They are afraid of him even more than what? Allah. Let's see what it says. And also remember that Allah said, or Muhammad said, he who raises high head before the Imam is not scared that Allah will turn his head to a donkey, right? Let me see if I can quickly check it. The Prophet said, isn't he who raised his head before the Imam afraid that Allah may transform his head into that of a donkey, or his figure into that of a donkey? These are threats. None of them will work. None of them will work. Allah can do anything. Let's go back to the Quran. Now look here. Look here. It says what? Verily you, right, are more awful. You see? Awful as a fear in their what? Breast than Allah. So people are even scared of the Muslims even more than the way they are scared of Allah, because Allah don't have power to do anything. Muhammad and his gang conquer people, conquer lands, and destroy them. But if Muhammad to say, believe in Allah, what do you think will happen? Nobody will give a damn about him. People will not give a damn about him. Let me conclude with this hadith where Muhammad was asking the Jews to come back to Allah. Now look at Muhammad and his look at what Muhammad said. While we were in the mosque, Allah's messenger came out and said, let us proceed to the Jews. So we went out with him till we came to whatever. The Prophet stood up there and called them, saying, O assembly of Jews, surrender to Allah, that is, embrace Islam, right? And you will be saved. They said, you have conveyed Allah's message, O Abdul Qasim. Allah's messenger then said to them, that is what I want. He repeated again, embrace Islam and you will be safe. They said, you have conveyed the message, get out of this place. We have heard you, get out. You see, he said that when they embrace, that is, accept Allah, they will be safe. They say, yeah, we heard you, can you go? They know Allah don't have power to do anything. What did they say? We have heard you, you can go now, you leave this place. That is what I want, embrace. And what? They said, you have conveyed the message. What? Allah's messenger then said, that is what I want, and repeated this word for the third time and added, no. After he said it the third time, they gave him the answer the third time. I said, yeah, we have you. Can you now go? Can you now go? Yeah, we had you. Embrace Allah and be safe. Yes, we know. We know embrace Allah and we still be safe. Allah cannot do anything. Can you go? Then what happened? Then Muhammad said what? know that the earth is for Allah, and I want to exile you from this land. You see? So, whoever among you has property, he should sell it. Otherwise, know that the land is for Allah and his apostle. You get it? So, even after saying embrace, that is accept Allah and be saved, they know that no, this will not work. So what will he do? What will Muhammad do? He now have to what? To do what? To what? Say that, threaten them by himself. I will what? Exile you from this land. Do you get it? Because he know that his God Allah cannot do anything. He said what? He will exile them from the land. And even though he said it, he was not able to what? Exile all of them from the land. It was his caliphs that did that. By using what? Gangs, terrorist gangs, just like the way we have Muslim terrorist gangs these days. He used them and chased the Jews out of what? Their land. So Muslims, I want to advise you, stop creating terrorist organizations and disturbing world peace. It is not good. You look at the Hindus. Look at those that follow satanic religions. Look at the Christians. And remember, when I say Christians, I'm not talking about a country that claim to be Christian. I'm talking of person that follow Christ. Look at the Christians. Look at the Buddhists. Do they do the same thing you are doing? In fact, look at those cursed people, those people that are cursed, which claim to be same LGBT, whatever they call themselves. They are even better than you people. They don't go about attacking people in the name of God and killing people. Allahu Akbar, kill him. They don't go about doing that. Because your God don't have power to do anything. So you Muslims have to what? Use your hand to fight for him. Thank you and remain blessed.